Zeke, let's review. Today's day 5 of the Catechism. Day 1, question 1. Where does the world and everything in it come from?
God.
Question 2. Why do I exist?
Because God wanted us.
Question 3. How do we know God exists?
We feel God's spirit.
Mama feels God's spirit. The Catechism says
God's footprints.
God's footprints is everywhere. Okay? And Zeke, in your face, and the sunrise. Jackie sent some nice pictures of sunrise. Okay? And the mountains and God's creation. That's God's footprint, the Catechism says. Okay? Question 4. How can we know God? Or can we know God? That's the question. Can we know God? Question 4 from yesterday. Can we know God?
Not without
His help. We need God's help to know Him. Okay? Here's today's question. Question 5.
this secret. Check.
No. There's nothing. It's blank. Okay? Just read the question.
Can I get into contact with God?
What do you think? Can you get into contact with God? How do we get into contact with God? I'll just read it. This is what the Catechism says. It asks, can we get into contact with God?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes! Just like Mama said, talk to Him. Ask Him to make Himself noticed in your heart.
I said yes first time. Your second place.
Okay? Ask Him to
My
make...
first place.
Yes, your first place. Talk to Him. Zeke, the Catechism says, ask Him to make Himself noticed in your heart. Okay? So just like Mama said that the proof that God exists is she feels Him in her heart. Okay? If you don't feel Him, ask Himself to make Himself noticed in your heart, the Catechism says. It's not only you who is searching for God. God is already waiting for you, Ezekiel. Whether you are sitting on a bike or waiting on a bus, just talk to Him. Anywhere you are, Ezekiel. If you're at school, if you're at jiu-jitsu, you can talk to God anywhere. Okay? Does God really make Himself noticed? This is further questions. If you open yourself to God in silence and prayer, you will discover how God speaks, how He leads, guides, comforts, raises, heals you, and pours out His love on you. God is not some energy behind the clouds. God is somebody you can talk to and who answers. Read more in question 140. How can I hear God? Okay? The next one, this is a quote, Zeke, from Psalms. Remember when we read Psalms? This is from Psalms. Here, you read. Get up here, read. So you can get your focus, baby. You're doing silly stuff. You're just sitting there making silly noise, saying not again. So you read the quote from Psalms. Come on.
I'm not going to do it again.
Okay? You read the first sentence. Come on. Oh Lord, come on. Seeking tomorrow, we have this on the Kindle. Okay? So you read this on the Kindle. Come on.
No, I want to read this on the Bible here.
Read. Just read some. This is a quote from Psalms, okay? It's about how we can get into contact. A wonderful prayer. Okay, read the first sentence. That's the title. Okay? Go do 2 sentences right now. 2 sentences. Okay? Get your focus. Come on. Oh Lord, you search me and you know me. You know my resting and my rising. You discern my purpose from afar. You mark when I walk or lie down. All my ways lie open to you. Already, you knew my soul. My body held no secret from you. When I was fashioned in secret, your eyes saw all my actions. They were all of them written in your book. That's from Psalms 138, Ezekiel.
I'm going to behave.
Siki, the next one, finish your 2 sentences. The next quote is from Saint Faustina. She lived in Poland. She reports Jesus saying to her, "Before I made the world, I loved you with the love your heart is experiencing today. And throughout the centuries, my love will never change." Okay? So Saint Faustina said she heard God say, before he even created the world, he loved us with the same love he loves us today, and his love will never change. Okay? So answer the question, can you get into contact with God? Yes. Okay? How do we get into contact?
Telling God.
Talk to him. Okay? Ask him to make himself noticed in our heart. Okay? If you're going through the day and you don't feel God in your heart, God, can you make yourself noticed in my heart? Okay? Why don't you do that now, Ezekiel? Okay? Why don't you do that now? Pray to God. God, can you make yourself noticed in my heart? Okay. You don't have to. That's fine. 5 sentences. 5.